My name is Larry McFall, but I go by Lobster X. I consider myself to be an extrovert, and I dare say today, an artist. In my mid-20s, I dabbled in everything from painting to drawing to sculpture to architecture to city planning. I worked with artists on collaborative projects, and I began to cull all the various forms of artistic expression and art and design. In my mid-30s, I started to create an amalgamation of different sorts, but at the same time, I began to lose heart in my own work. I began to become disenfranchised with art, and I kind of gave it up for a while. I wandered for 15 years. That's where I became sad as a human being, because without the art, I didn't know what to do. So when COVID came around, I heard someone say, if you ever had the excuse that there's not enough time to do something, now you no longer have that excuse. And with that, I realized I had to get back into my art again. So I put it to my mind, I'm gonna make a body of work. I'm somehow gonna pull all this together, and I'm gonna make it uniquely mine that is gonna blow people's socks off. Catharsis to me means you're getting a lot of junk out. And so part of the lockdown was me going through junk in the back of the drawer that you forgot you held on to 10 or 15 years ago. The therapy for me was to put it down on paper. The style that I've come up with is literally junk, found object, discovered shapes, new forms that are things merging with one another. You know, there's a big Phillips head screw that goes right through about 7 layers of junk to put it in place, to ground it down. Like it's not just random junk in a tray. Now it becomes a nose. Now it becomes an ear. It's actually reconstructing what has been deconstructed. With every drawing that I do, there's this on-running dialogue of cultural iconography, all the way down to homage to Renaissance artists. The things that are coming out of me are so complex and overlapping, and layers of meaning and garbage, and just cutting off my head and spilling it on the canvas. You know, like, this is what's coming out of me. This is a thing that we can all associate with and bring us all together. There is growth in people when things like this happen on our planet. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr, Imgur, Reddit, DeviantArt, YouTube, and Twitter. And when I post something every Sunday morning as a progress of my art over the past 2 years, I'm posting to 5 million people every Sunday. That's my audience. People from India are telling me how they love my work. People from Canada, people from Iceland are talking to me. It's just amazing, like, what my art has done through social media. It's opened so many more doors for me. That's my new dopamine. This is what is exciting me and keeping me going forward. This has been a 2-year catharsis for me, where I have learned about myself, I've evolved, and I have grown as an artist. And I would hope that viewers would experience my growth and my evolution, and hopefully relate, since we all went through the past 2 years together globally. Now the question is, where do I go from here? You've been doing all this portraiture and this funky style of yours, but what are you doing next? You need to scale this up. What got me here was working at this level. Now it's going to have to be this level. I would love to be able to pull people together and put us all in the same room and have a common experience with one another through this catharsis.